Hello, this is Venmo Carmona today, and I figured out something that I wanted to share with you. I have gotten into Stampin' Up card making, and it's become an addiction lately because every single month I'm buying stamps and die cuts and embossing folders and inks and all kinds of fun stuff because my family is growing and I want to send a nice card to everybody. But cards, have you checked the price of cards lately? They're like $7 a card. I can make them for a lot less, and I can make them more personalized and more special. I had purchased the Big Shot machine. I'll show you that in a minute. Now, every one of the die cuts comes in this envelope that looks just like this. And what I find annoying, although I love this nice hard plastic container, but what I find annoying is it doesn't tell you what set it is. They all look standard the same. So what I have done is I have cut out all the little pieces out of white cardstock and I glued them to my cover. So when I pull out my drawer of them, I can know exactly what I have. Now I didn't put all of them on here, but this is a set that has different size circles, different size ovals. You could either do a trim, or you can cut out a shape, and it's got different size squares. And so I didn't cut out all of them for that one. For this one, I did cut out every single one, and I glued them to my cover. So that way, it's really quick and easy for me to just pull up my drawer and grab the die cut that I want. Let me show you how these come. Inside this little pocket, it's like this, and then it usually has your metal die cuts, and there's a piece of sticky tape on here so they stick to it. We're going to cut these out and we're going to glue them to our cover so that we know exactly what's in here, so I don't have to open this. Oh no, that's not the one I want, and open this other one. Now maybe you have developed in something else, another system, another way. I suppose if you had a magnet, you could just stick them all on a magnet. That's cool. So we have a little snowflake, delicate little snowflake. Isn't that cool? I like these little snowflakes. There's two different kind, because I'm in the Christmas mode lately. So I've been playing with Christmas decorations. I see, put it where you can see it. Two different designs, and I'm going to use those for a project. Plus I want to decorate my box. I just love that. Swirls. I have a thing about swirls anyways. Alright, let's see. So I look at my piece, and there's still, I could cut out some more snowflakes. I could get a snowflake right here, and I could probably get something right there. This piece is still not exhausted. I will, and I've got some small flowers that I could even cut out. Oh yes, this little dotted line, that's cool. I'm gonna have to cut that out to be able to put that on my, sometimes there are two ways to use the cut. You can cut out the little tiny punch. Oops, where is it? Or you can use the negative space, the space around it. See, this came out outside of that. So that's two different ways that you can use the same punch for different designs, depending on whatever it is you want to do with them. Take one of my scraps, and I will cut out a little square. Square, cut that out, and then you can put these things right on there, and you can make this little design. So these are two different die cuts. You're not limited to only using the die cut from one set. You can mix match them however your imagination takes you. Can you just imagine a little patchwork quilt, blue, red, and green? Well, that's all that's left to my piece of paper I think I've pretty well exhausted. I can't get any more small stuff, so I can finally throw this stuff away. Into the garbage it went. Okay, that kind of took me off track, but now I'm going to get back to what I was doing. And here's an example, a little die cut, and the little circle in the middle is still in there and it needs to come out, so we hold it over the cup and we push out that little circle, and then we want to loosen it from the cut, so I just punch it a little bit so that I can slip the needle behind it and take our piece off. So I always keep a pen handy, and I have a certain place where I put it all the time so that I don't lose it. Also, I don't like getting sticky glue all over, so I prefer using a glue stick when I do my work. Especially, you know, when I'm making cards, I can't stand it to have glue all over my fingers. So, isn't that cute? This piece is a very delicate piece, and even though I used the little brush on the back of it, still some of these little things didn't come out, so I'm using my pen to punch out the rest of those little tiny things. I'm holding it over my cup to hopefully catch them. Usually some will fly somewhere else, but I'll just brush them into the cup when I'm all done. These could look like little raindrops, or they could be little tiny leaves on a branch. So, well, if you don't save those little pieces, you still have to punch them out. So you do have to take the time to make sure that all of them are gone. Sometimes they hang on the back edge even after you punched them out, so you have to grab a hold of them and pull them off. This is such a delicate piece. It's really cool though. So delicate. There's no way I could cut something out like that with scissors. I mean, I'm pretty good with scissors, but this is a little over my head. So having these little die cuts, really cool. This is the one part that it takes extra time. But I am a person who doesn't mind tediousness, so it fits with my personality. If you have absolutely no patience and you like things to be done fast, you might not like to have to do this part. Hey, you could always enlist somebody to help you, like a teenage child that wouldn't mind doing it, to help you in the process. A young child, if they're trustworthy and they won't destroy it, and they'll be very careful. I think it's good for young people to learn skills, and the younger that they learn them, the better. It just gives them more experience and broadens their horizon as they grow. So yeah, this part takes some time. But you know what? If you want something done well, you usually do have to give it some time. Can't expect everything to be instant, because what's instant usually isn't very good. But think of how much time it would take to cut this out with scissors. Like an almost impossibility. And you'd have to have super sharp eyes, and you'd have to have really good control. Oop, there's one more. There, now it is all cut out. Isn't that just a gorgeous piece? You know, you could even, if you didn't want to use this as a border or something, you could cut out those individual snowflakes and use them as something, you know, different. They would look real pretty in the center of a circle if you just wanted to use the snowflake. I think that's an idea. I might even do that. Alright, before I start gluing, I want to capture all these little pieces so that they get out of my way, for one thing. Alright, now we're going to decorate our envelope. We have to first figure out how all of this stuff is going to fit on here. I actually cut out 2 of these. I didn't need to cut out 2, but one side is smooth and the other side has got sort of ridges, so I just want to see how they would look if you used them as a pair. That looks cool. And then this looks like it could be like a label or a name tag or a gift tag. And that, where'd my little red square go? Yeah, you could even, no, that's too big. But you know what? I might just stick that on there just for a little inspiration. Yeah, I think I have them arranged how I want. This little piece that fits right here kind of fits. It's the same, similar shape. You could do that in one color, like red or something, and then you can put this on top of it. Like you could have the edge of a card to be red or blue or whatever color, and then this could go on top of it. You can do it that way, or you could just cut this on the edge and have that little design. So I didn't know how that thing worked, so I wanted to cut that out just to see what it looked like. Okay, so now that I've figured out how I could put all the pieces that come with this set, I could put that in there. Okay, they'll all fit. Now I just need to glue them on. When you are using a glue gun on very delicate glue stick, you have to be very careful how you hold it so that you don't accidentally tear the thing up. I like to make sure that all the parts are covered, especially the outside edges. If any of these pieces don't stick, just come underneath and catch them. I'll come back to that in a minute. I just want to get the rest of these on here. I like to put the big pieces on first and then the small pieces so that I know that they're all going to fit properly. Yeah, I could go like that. Sure, that would work. I'll turn it as a diamond. This just shows you can use the negative space as well as the positive space. The positive space is the snowflake and the negative space is the empty space. So this little package kind of shows you those options. Yeah, I think I'll put that like that. And this, just want to make sure it's going to fit. Yep, that'll work. These pieces are so delicate. I just love them. I didn't really need to put a second one on here, but oh, I just felt like I wanted to fill up the package so my whole package looks pretty. There. And then when I put my things away, I will know exactly what I have in this package. So I hope you found that helpful. I will be sharing more videos about card making, and I have some Christmas crafts that can be made, some Christmas ornaments that can be made using the Big Shot machine. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. So that's just a little organizational tip. that will help you